Thank you for your application. We regret to inform you that, after careful consideration, unfortunately, due to the volume of applications, we are sorry to disappoint. Kind regards. Let me cut the music, mate. No, I'm joking. So, I'm back again. It's a bit of an application aftermath. This morning I received my third rejection out of 4 so far. I still need to hear for 1 more, so hopefully that still goes well. But after these couple of months, I've done a lot of applications. I've learned a lot, and unfortunately it hasn't worked out so far. This is probably going to be a short video because, you know, I was joking. But after getting a lot of rejections and stuff like that, you learn a lot from it, and you just realize that sometimes things just don't go to plan. But you never know. Sometimes one door closes and another door opens. So just taking rejection as a learning experience, really realizing that maybe it just wasn't meant for you. Obviously, unfortunately, I am disappointed that I didn't get the vacation scheme for this particular firm, because it was a firm I was looking to be at, and I was excited to take part in the vacation scheme. But it's not going to be the last time I apply, and it just means that I've got to put in more work and add more skills and experiences to enhance my CV and make myself the right candidate for the job. The reason I really made this video is just a lot of us are going to go through disappointment and things that don't go our way, and sometimes we might think about giving up and maybe using a victim mentality or saying this isn't meant for me. Sometimes you need a bit of adversity to really realize that this is the thing for you. Things don't always go to plan, and it's a useful skill to understand that sometimes things just aren't in your control. Even when I've done my applications, I thought of it as I've done all I can do, and hopefully they see me as a suitable candidate. I can't really control on whether they believe I'm the right one for the job, but just me realizing that sometimes things just aren't in my control, and just leaving things how they are can really be a helpful way of just dealing with things and not letting things obsess and not letting things stress you out. Because if you know in your heart that you've done all you can do, you put on all the work, there's not really anything to be sad about. You're allowed to be disappointed, but dwelling on things is where things really go wrong. Don't let things overconsume you, because that kind of mentality is where things go really dark, and it just makes things more difficult and the journey less fun. From my view, I'm viewing it as just a journey, and there's going to be some bumps in the journey, but I know eventually it's going to work out, and it's ultimately what I want to do. So that's what I'm gonna strive for. No matter how many rejections I get, hopefully let's keep them to a minimum. But that is what my objective is. Moving forward, I still need to hear from 1 more firm, but so it's kind of a clickbait title. It's not really the application aftermath, but you know, 75% done. So moving forward, my main focus for the rest of the year right now is just get my uni grades as high as possible. Just keep working hard on that. Obviously not just overconsume with just uni work, you know, have a bit of a life balance, play some sports, exercise, socialize and stuff like that. But my main focus is going to be grades, so then when I apply next time, I know that there's no excuses. I'm gonna just find extra things to do, extra interesting things to do. Keep writing on my website. I've got some plans in the works, had some ideas, so that is my plan moving forward. Moving forward as well, I'm gonna definitely apply to training contracts as well. I heard a little secret from someone that because because someone might apply to like 4 vacation schemes. Maybe they get a 4, lucky guy, you know. I wish I could be like you, my boy.
It's hard to get like you, my boy.
Yeah, they might do 4 vacation schemes or 3, whatever, but they can ultimately only take 1 training contract. That means that there's still spots open. So maybe it could potentially be easier to get a training contract, but I don't want to have that view. I just want to have the view that I don't want to think of it as I've got done dirty either. I want it to just be, okay, this minor setback has set me back, but how can I improve from there? I've always got this thing where, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. For example, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we got our grades back for another course for contract law. I ended up getting 68, which is a pretty good grade, but I still wasn't completely happy because it was 2 of a first. And with me, I'm the type of person who, I acknowledge my accomplishments, but there's always a thing where I always look at where I went wrong or try to see where I could have improved. Sometimes it can be a negative thing. I need to consciously think of it as, I need to consciously sometimes think, okay, it's not really, I've done this and it's not really anything else I can do. And I can be proud of what I've done. But I guess it's just it's also a good thing because it's always got that growth mindset mentality, which is also very useful. So yeah, moving forward, I'm gonna try apply to more firms, probably research more firms, expand my list, add more to my CV, add more to my experiences in general, just live more life and attack it again next year, next round, and see whether it works out next time, which it hopefully will. Really, at the end of this video, I just wanted to talk about dealing with disappointment. Sometimes going through life, a lot of the time we go through disappointment. Things don't always go our way because sometimes things aren't out of control, and it's easy sometimes to blame others and think of it as you being done wrong, or it's because of this, or because of where I'm from, or because I don't know anyone in there. Of course, there's problems in society where we need to address those, but sometimes it's also about taking leadership in your own life and accepting responsibility, and sometimes trying to break down those barriers and show, maybe if no one like you has ever done it before, why can you not be the first? So that's how I try to attack things. I like to pave my own path, and I'll just pass on that advice to you. A lot of the time, when you apply to these competitive firms, and just anything in general, it's not just about law. When you do anything in general, or anything that's worth having is going to be competitive. So a lot of the time as well, you might have that imposter syndrome and think you're not worth it, or you're not the right person for the job, or you have a lot of doubters and say, why don't you apply to a firm you can actually get in, or why don't you be realistic, or they don't hire people like you? Why don't you create your own reality and make your own story and show to other people? Not even show to other people, show to yourself that you're the leader of your own reality, and don't let anyone else misdirect you from your own goal. You can prove to yourself that you can achieve anything with the right tools. Of course, there's a lot of luck to do with it as well, and a lot of outside factors that you can't control, which is true, but you also need to make your own luck. And also just about finding your own passion. It's all about finding that one passion and really striving for that goal and having an arrow set where you want to be, and understand that the journey is going to be rough, but at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. Me personally, like, I know that I'm going to probably see more disappointment in the future, which I'm going to have to take in my stride. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to keep going, keep working hard, and keep showing people that I can achieve things that I want to do. Even this YouTube channel, there's probably not a lot of people watching, but I do it just because I want to. It's not only just about numbers, not looking about numbers. Even with a job, it's not only just about the money, it's really about the experiences, doing what you want to do, and living life how you want to. It's also sometimes about putting things into perspective. Maybe you're at uni, or maybe you're in school, maybe you're at a job. Sometimes just taking a minute and appreciate things, and just feel and acknowledge how blessed you are sometimes to be in a position you are, and how things could actually be worse. You could be an orphan in a war-torn country, but instead I'm safe, getting an education. And it's important to appreciate the blessings in your life, because things can be definitely worse. Of course, I don't want to diminish anything that happened to you in your life. I think people have gone through life having had terrible things happen to them, but try to look at things at the bright side, and learn from past experiences, and try yeah, just in general, I just made this video to just give you a little bit of an update of how things have gone. As you can see, things aren't always perfect. A lot of the time people always tell me that I seem to have my things together, because I seem organized on the outside. Things seem to be going well, whatever, but everyone deals with disappointment in life, and it's not just about showing your highlights. Social media can sometimes also do that, where you only see people's highlights, but people never show the lows of their life. Lows, you know, it's not even because you don't even want to dim people's life. You don't even want to show off that something didn't work out for you. But I think it's important to share things that I think it's important to share when things don't always go to plan, and it can be really a big help to other people, because it can relate to people. So that's just really how I wanted to end the video. I haven't uploaded in a while. Probably gonna go to sleep in a bit. It's just 11 right now. The next few weeks, as I said, just focusing on uni work. Currently I'm on a reading week for law, so I kind of got a semi-break, taking things as they come, and just keep working at my pace, and just proud of what I've achieved over this past year. This time last year, I hadn't done any of the things I've done over this past year, and I can take that in my stride and really realize that. So I can be proud of what I've done so far, and take the positives and learn from the negatives. So that's just what I wanted to really leave off. If you're still watching, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you got anything out of it, possibly consider subscribing, leave a like. You can add me on LinkedIn or social media. It's always going to be down below. If you ever wanted to message me, I'd be happy to help. Peace.